So, I could have given a speech on my experience in NJHS and how I made posters and hung them around the school, or how when I went to Vietnam 2 summers ago, I went there and I came back with over 1,000 pictures on my phone. But instead of talking about like my experiences with filmmaking and photography, there's something I just have to say. And I remember, I believe it was Felix last year, when we started our impromptu speeches, they said how they wanted to record their speech to show their parents. And that kind of inspired me to record my own speech. So I recorded my impromptu speech. And the week before school started, I was rewatching it and I was like, I kind of like this. And so I made a goal to record all of my speeches this year. And so, like, being a publicist, like, of course I would take pictures. And like, those 1,000 extra pictures on my phone for Acadec, they're gonna happen whether or not I'm publicist. But if I were a publicist, though, my main goal would be getting our stories out there. And of course, this is not going to be like, this is not gonna have any pressure on anyone. But I believe that if we decide, like, maybe the first, second, or third round, if we record any of our speeches and if we can get them and share them to the world, I think that would be great. And one of the reasons I was so drawn to theater, and one of the reasons I'm willing to devote basically my whole life to find out if I even like opera, is because of the human connection. Because when I'm up here, standing, giving speeches, singing, or doing anything, there's a special human connection that I get that I don't really get like in regular socialization. And I think it's because when I'm up here, I kind of like put a part of myself that I normally wouldn't share. There's this vulnerable part. And I remember when I was hearing, like, sitting in those seats, and I saw Felix give their speech about how they use clowns to accept a part of themselves. When I was in the audience, I felt like I was heard. And I like, seeing someone go through this, that helped me to like start to begin to accept parts of myself. And I would dare to say that I'm not the only one whose life has been affected by hearing our stories. And I think if we can get volunteers to record speeches and to share your stories out there, and even if it's just one person, one speech, and even if only one person watches it, if we could change one life by hearing our stories, that would be amazing.